3 most bizarre American cars that made no sense. The American car industry has produced some of the most iconic vehicles in history. But let's be honest, not every idea was a winner. Sometimes, automakers took risks that left people scratching their heads. Weird designs, strange features, or concepts that just didn't fit the market. Here are 12 of the most bizarre American cars that made no sense. Thank you for your support. Please subscribe to the channel. Support with a like. Don't forget to click on the bell so you don't miss new videos. Thank you. Number 3, 1975 AMC Pacer. When AMC introduced the Pacer in 1975, they boldly called it the first wide small car. It was an attempt to create a compact that felt spacious inside, with an unusual, futuristic design and massive glass area that earned it the nickname the Flying Fish Bowl. However, what started as a forward-thinking concept quickly turned into a punchline, thanks to styling that confused buyers, hefty weight, and poor performance. AMC wanted to build a compact car that was roomy and safe, thinking ahead to potential safety regulations and consumer trends for small vehicles. With a wide stance and lots of glass, the Pacer offered fantastic visibility and an airy cabin, a genuine selling point at the time. The asymmetrical doors, passenger door longer for easier rear seat access, were a clever touch, and some appreciated the car's out-there style. That flying fishbowl look wasn't to everyone's taste. The bubble-like glass area and stubby proportions made it look like it had been designed by a comic book artist. Instead of futuristic, it came off as goofy. Heavy and underpowered. Despite its small footprint, the Pacer was shockingly heavy, over 3,200 pounds. Its original inline-six engine struggled under the weight, making it sluggish and fuel-thirsty, especially during the fuel crisis of the 70s. AMC originally planned to use a lightweight Wankel rotary engine from GM, but when GM canceled the program, AMC was stuck shoehorning its old, heavy inline-six into the Pacer. V8s were eventually offered, but by then, the car's reputation was already damaged. Despite its futuristic look, the Pacer's shape did it no favors at highway speeds. Wind noise and drag were significant problems. By the time it hit showrooms, gas prices were soaring, and consumers were looking for genuinely efficient economy cars, not oddly styled, thirsty compacts. AMC pulled the plug on the Pacer by 1980, having sold fewer than 300,000 units over its lifespan. Pop culture icon, sort of. The Pacer lives on largely because of its appearances in movies and TV, most notably Wayne's World. Today, it's remembered more for its quirkiness than its engineering. Oddball car collectors appreciate the Pacer for its sheer audacity, and clean examples have found a small but loyal following. The AMC Pacer was a bold idea that arrived at precisely the wrong time and in the wrong form. Heavy, underpowered, and visually bizarre, it struggled to find a clear audience. Despite its good intentions and genuine innovation, it has gone down in history as one of the strangest misfires in American automotive history. A true "what were they thinking" moment on wheels. Number 2, 1963 Studebaker Avanti. The Studebaker Avanti was an ambitious gamble from a struggling automaker. With its cutting-edge fiberglass body, sleek European-inspired lines, and advanced safety features, the Avanti aimed to reposition Studebaker as a forward-thinking brand. But while the design was futuristic, the company's financial situation was stuck firmly in the past, and the timing of its release couldn't have been worse. Designed by Raymond Loewy and his team, the Avanti's smooth, aerodynamic shape and absence of a front grille were unlike anything else on American roads. Fiberglass construction allowed for creative shapes, that steel bodies of the time couldn't easily replicate. Under the hood, you could get a supercharged V8, making around 289 horsepower. Seriously impressive for its era. Billed as America's only 4-passenger high-performance personal car, it also boasted front disc brakes, which were advanced for an American production vehicle in the early 60s. Studebaker marketed the Avanti as a safer car, with features like a reinforced roll bar, padded interior surfaces, and seat belts, still optional in many cars at the time. The fiberglass body panels were notoriously difficult to manufacture. Panels didn't always fit properly, causing delays and quality control headaches. Production bottlenecks meant Studebaker couldn't deliver enough cars to meet initial demand. Even as the Avanti was being launched, Studebaker was already circling the drain. The company's ongoing financial instability scared off potential buyers who didn't want to risk buying from a brand that might disappear. While the design was ahead of its time, American buyers in the early 60s weren't quite ready for such a radical departure from the chrome-laden cruisers they loved. The market for personal luxury performance coupes wasn't fully developed yet. Studebaker managed to build only about 4,600 Avantis before shutting down car production in the U.S. in late 1963. The Avanti story didn't end there. Former Studebaker dealers bought the rights and tooling, continuing to produce the Avanti as a niche vehicle well into the 2000s under various companies. Today, the Avanti is highly prized by collectors for its unique design and rarity. Clean examples, especially supercharged models, command strong prices at auctions. The Studebaker Avanti was a brilliant car let down by disastrous timing and corporate turmoil. Ahead of its time in looks, safety, and performance, it simply arrived too late to save Studebaker. Yet, its lasting legacy is proof that even a flawed masterpiece can find appreciation decades later. A rare, brave moment of innovation from an automaker on the brink. Number 1. 1976 Sebring-Vanguard CitiCar. The Sebring-Vanguard CitiCar is one of those oddballs of automotive history. A bold, if awkward, attempt to address the energy crisis of the 1970s with an all-electric commuter car. Built in Florida by Sebring-Vanguard, this little wedge-shaped EV looked like a futuristic doorstop on wheels. Its tiny size, Spartan design, and extremely limited range earned it plenty of ridicule. But it also made the CitiCar a quirky pioneer in the world of electric vehicles. Long before Teslas ruled the roads, the CitiCar took a shot at electric mobility during the oil embargo, when gas prices soared and consumers were desperate for alternatives. The CitiCar's body was made of lightweight plastic and aluminum, keeping it at a featherweight about 1,250 pounds. Its minimalist shape, essentially a flat wedge with 2 doors and a flat front, kept production costs low. Acceleration was painfully slow, and the limited range made it impractical for anything beyond very short trips around town. The wedge shape, flat panels, and stubby proportions made it look like a toy, or, as many joked, a rolling doorstop. Built to golf cart standards, the CitiCar had limited crash protection, making it feel less than reassuring on public roads. Sebring-Vanguard built about 2,300 CitiCars before the company was sold, and production transitioned to a slightly improved version, the commuter car, in the late 70s. Despite its flaws, the CitiCar deserves credit for being one of the earliest attempts to make a mass-market EV. While it didn't succeed, it helped pave the way for future electric cars. The Sebring-Vanguard CitiCar was underpowered, oddly styled, and had the range of a cordless drill, but it was a genuine attempt to solve a real problem during a time of crisis. If nothing else, the CitiCar proves that even the quirkiest ideas can become a memorable part of automotive history. And let's be honest, who wouldn't smile seeing one of these rolling wedges today?